huh? Would you quit chasing me outside and then coming back in here? Go get up on your perch and sleep. All right. Akidoki. Yeah, let's tip this down just a little bit more. So, it looks pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Phone Show. Nice to see you all. If there's anybody here. Alright, what I started yesterday in the show was doing the detail work on this piece here and closing it all in so it becomes strong. Now what I want to do here is I want to carry the, I guess, motif of these dot pattern bolts or whatever they are. I want to carry it forward. And so I've got this little piece that I just cut for over there. Now I'm going to get my hole punch out, and I'm going to make some more little holes. The cool thing about this is I have lots of this scrap paper. All right. I didn't throw this piece out, really, because detail work. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and punch some more punches out of it. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to punch them out so that they're very symmetrical with each other, so that I can use this as detail work on something else, like maybe the back of this engine part here. Where is it? There it is. And always push your punches out with a little, this is but it's just a paper clip. And so anyway, it's all the little things that you learn when you're building, how to make stuff look very cool. Hi GJ, how do you do? Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. I hope everyone has had a good week so far. And I want to thank you all for your support. You know that I have got to make a move. And it is, February, March, April, May. In May, I have got to be out of where I am, which means I have got to do a lot of juggling to make this work. I want 5 of them. Okay, so we're going to make 6 of these little holes here. All right, now, as you can see, those are fairly symmetrical. And it's very difficult to do that by eye. Normally, when I'm seriously doing something like that, I usually will take and line this, put lines on it, make it into a checkerboard. And with that checkerboard pattern, I can go ahead and punch out the holes in amazing, I guess you would call it, what would you call that? No, I'm having troubles with my words today, everybody. Please forgive me.
Daniel, we wanted in to watch you, to see what you're doing on your favorite project and learn more from you.
Well, welcome, Daniel. I know better than do that. Okay. Now, by putting a dot of glue on the end of this and then pushing the needle point into the paper, it lets the glue set down off of the tip just exactly where you want it to go. Then all you got to do is put your little parts on in place. And that's what you get. And now, oh, hi, Kate. How you doing? You know, you make it really hard for me to build. You really do. And now I'm going to dry fit this in place and see if it looks right. So it's going to go right down in here like that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we put that right there. And now we're going to take and put some of this Elmer's glue in here. And it should bond this thing amazingly well. Now, I'm going to put that right in there just like that. Okay, why is that not working? Come on now. I tell you what, tweezers are very important. Who's in?
Brenda.
Ah, Rinda. How you doing? Okay.
You're actually super talented.
Well, thank you very much. As you can see, yesterday in the show, I built all of this in, and I just finished that piece. Now we flip this over, and the port side, I've got to do that. So that's what I'm going to be working on shortly. Okay. Well, I need two. I know what I need. I need this piece. Okay, there we go. Now it'll stand there. And now I can start working on it. Okay, that's too tall and those are too short. All right. So one thing I have to look at is how this all fits together. And there's a lot of times when you have to trim things down or do some sanding work. This lower edge right here is taller than the front edge. And when you're building something like this, you can't do that. You have to have it across from each other just right. And so by doing what I'm doing right now, I am fixing that problem. Tell you what, these Dremel Light with the sanders on it, tell you, they come in so darn handy. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now what I'm going to do, because these are similar pieces and they're basically built the same, I've got to go over here and I have to find out what size I need for this piece over here, because the first one is critical on your dimensions. All right, so I need that about that long right there. It's not bad. Okay, so what I probably should do here is cut a little shim piece that goes in. I wish you weren't on my lap, cat. I love my kitty, so it's really difficult for me to chase her off. Well, now we'll see how this works. Tweezers are your friend, everybody. Thank you guys for following me and for putting up likes and coming into the phone show. Okay. All right, wait a second. I know what I need to do. All right. Okay, so now I just cut that off just like that. Now what this piece becomes is it becomes a section where I can put the front part in and touch it up against this piece. It gives you the well, a couple of things. It will strengthen this part up an immense amount just by adding this piece of paper to it.
Daniel, hope your move goes smoothly, Mike, and you find a spot that works for you and keep your show going. May number one guide you to a spot that works for you.
And that's Daniel?
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel. I agree. And I believe that. It's not something that that I have any worries about. And so, yes, is it going to be easy? No. Will I be able to get it done? Yes, I will. Okay, so.
You feel good?
All right, now I take and mark it over here, and then I mark it over here. This is the piece I need to go in there. And so now we just slip this in place. It's a little tight. Well, when you're working with stuff like this, you can't have it too tight. What you have to do is take your sander and take it down just a little bit, because it needs to just barely slip in. You can't force pieces like this. You have to make them fit exactly. Almost. Oh, hey, Eddie, I need to go to that website where that kid's building paper airplanes.
It's on YouTube.
Well, that doesn't help me. I don't go on YouTube.
Oh, well, that's where you're at. I'll show it to you later.
Okay, because I don't have time to surf YouTube. I'm too doggone busy. And so, but I wanna go follow him and make some comments on his videos. Because if I inspired him to do what he's doing, I'd like to continue. Okay, so now that sets down in there just right. Now I got to go over here and I got to see if this one sets down in the same way.
Mike, Ken says, I've been watching you for like 2 minutes and can already tell what kind of guy you are. You have a cat in your lap and look super happy, and that's all I need to know.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for coming to my phone show. This is the Paper Army's homepage right here. And the Paper Army are fantastic human beings all over the planet. All right, now this is going to set down in there just exactly the way I want it to. Now what I have to do is add the detail work. Now this is one of those kind of times where you have to make the detail work symmetrical. You see what I did here? Well, I've got to do that for the other side.
and subscribing.
Thank you for your subs, you guys. I'm trying to get to 100K followers. With your help, I'm gonna make it. This is my steel rule. All right, they call it a scale. Machinists do. I just call it a steel rule. Very, very good. I use this for more measurements than any other ruler I've got. Okay, that is 3/32. Yep, 3/32, which in millimeters would be about 2, roughly, about 2 millimeters. And so now, what I got to do is I have got to find a piece. Oh, look at that. No, that isn't going to work. That is not going to work. No, almost will work. And then I have to do a little trimming on it. Okay, now we want to make a measurement here because I want to make this look very good when you look from port side to starboard side. And so I'm going to try this. Very hard to hold these and get this to work. But it has to be tapered because that's the matching side, port versus starboard. And you can feel it sanding part of my finger down. But I've been doing this for so long, I've got calluses on the sides of my fingers. And now that I have this, I'm just going to put it over here and I'm going to look at it. Oh, wow. It matches really well. Okay, so now what I have to do is I have to punch it out of the same material that I've been punching the other stuff out of. Because all of your punch marks need to be the same. It's just part of the symmetry that you have to have when you're building. Because the deal is, anytime you look at a car, boat, plane, train, doesn't matter what it is, when humans make something, they usually make them very symmetrical.
I know. Let me tell her then.
Okay. Now, this piece right here, I was very careful to cut all those out very, very close to each other. All right, so now what I have got is, this is detail for something else. Up here, I could put this on here. Uh-oh. Anyway, I can put it on over there. And that will give me some more detail work on that part. Okay, so I have got to. These dental tools, you can get them at Harbor Freight, Michael's. They sell them on Amazon. The dental tools work really good for placing glue in very tiny amounts where exactly you want that glue. If you use the bottle on it, what happens is you end up having too much glue wherever it is that you're putting it. Then all I got to do is line it up and get it centered. Because the thing is, if you've made models in your lifetime, or do model kits regularly, all of these parts are already centered or symmetrical, or however you want to say it, with whatever it is that you're building, because they're machine made. All right. Working by hand is a different story. You have to make things as symmetrical as you can because you don't have anything machine made. There, that part is now in place. All I got to do now is look at what I did over here. I had a block and 2 dots on it. Okay, so now what I need to do, I got 2 dots right there. And now I need this piece right here. That's just perfect. And so I'm going to go ahead and take and mark this out. And then cut it off, glue it in place, and then put my dots on it. And this is the way I get a lot of detail, is I have learned how to make very tiny parts out of paper. And you make them look good, okay? That's all you have to do is make them look good. Because anybody that sees what you're building, unless they have a picture of it, they're not going to know if you're 100% accurate or not. They're not going to know. There's no way to know.
She's already out.
Okay, now. Oh, I can't push on that. Oh no. Oops. Oh no. Come on back. Ah, there we go. Almost messed that up. Almost messed it up. Well, it messed it up a little bit. And so, anyway, I have to put more glue on this tip because I can't push on it. I forgot that there's no bridging behind it. Okay, that's all right. It didn't hurt. All right, so now what I have to do is I have to look at this other side and see how I built this. All right. This one. And I tell you what, you guys, I take chipboard and I keep making it smaller and smaller pieces of chipboard until I can throw the parts away. The pieces that I don't use. And usually they become little off-shaped stuff like this. I clean my desk off usually once a week because that way I don't accidentally throw away parts that I'm building. All right, those go in there. That means I need another piece for in here. And structurally speaking, I build structurally correct. I've had a lot of engineers that have come in the show and tell me the same thing, that I am building correctly. And so, that's what you have to do. You just practice, all right? Anything that you do in life, you have to practice it. I don't care if it's brushing your teeth. It all takes practice. Without practice, you are not going to be any good at it. Well, I have a lot of practice building with paper. Alrighty, now that I've got that done, now I want to cut this to the proper width. Okay. There we go. And now, let's see if this is going to go in there okay. I think it will. Yes, it does. All right, so now that I know I've got that correct, that's a little angle, that angle over there, I'm gonna have to trim that just a bit. Okay, I noticed that the tip of this doesn't line up quite right with that because it's not perfect. So I just take a little teeny piece and sand it down, and now it fits in there perfect.
Hey, Mike.
Yep.
Zach said you said 3D printing isn't art. I disagree. It's a lot that goes into with sanding, gluing, and painting. And I said it is not art.
Yep, 3D printing is not art. What you do after you have a 3D printed piece, sure, that's art. But 3D printing is not art, and you don't build anything. Your 3D printer builds it, which is fine. If you like 3D printing, keep doing it. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just telling you that you're not making anything, and you're not.
3D printing, I said, is like printing a drawing and coloring it with crayons.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's pretty close, Eddie.
He just has no knowledge, not answering.
Well, maybe he'll answer it. Who knows? All right, that fits in there really well. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, flip it over, because I want to make it look like this piece right here. All right, so that means I need 4 little pieces. And I think I've got them already cut out. Maybe not. Oh, well. Take these pieces of paper out of there. That'd help. Okay, I do not. I put all my little skinny straight spots in here. No. And I don't have any. Okay, so that means I got to measure some and make some. All right, these are little tiny pieces, 1/32 of an inch wide. Okay, well, what should I do? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this piece over here. See this? It's you make it smaller and smaller until you can throw it away. But it's got a fairly long straightaway, so I can cut one piece out of it. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta drink some agua. Hey, isn't this Thursday?
Today's Pepsi Thursday. Mike, I was just going to tell you that.
Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, hey you guys, I found something not long ago that I thought everybody should look at, and I think it's very cool. Now, as you know, I like to go to garage sales. Well, I found this cobalt blue thing. It's I don't know exactly what you do with it, you know, but anyway, it was $10. Look at that. And first thing I did was turn it over and look at the bottom, and it had lots of scratches on it. So I'm thinking that this was probably made in the 50s. But anyway, it's hard to find something cobalt blue this big. I've never seen anything other than this. Okay. Now, what, Eddie?
Nothing.
Okay. All right, so now, this is very tiny work. Yeah, very, very tiny. I think that's right, though. Yeah, it is. It's a fat 32nd. So, in other words, when I'm cutting stuff now, I've cut so many things for so many years that I know that that's a fat 32nd. So what I've got here is a 32nd of an inch wide piece that I marked out. Okay, if I cut on this side of the line, it becomes skinny 32nd. If I cut on the other side of the line, it becomes fat 32nd. And so I need a fat 32nd. So I'm going to leave the pencil line. I'm not going to cut the pencil line. I'm going to cut right next to it. That's how you can adjust your cuts and make something just a tiny bit bigger than what it would normally be measured at.
Maurice is in.
Hi, Maurice. Nice to see you, my friend. All right, so now I need to cut these two pieces. I got to cut two pieces this length right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip that off. These Fiskars micro scissors, those are so good.
You said feel the same, sir.
Thank you, Maurice. And I want to thank everybody for your support, you guys. If you get a chance to go to my GoFundMe page, Miranda made that. And if you could just donate $1, it's going to help me with this move really well. Oh, hey. Cheers, everyone. I'm the old Pepsi generation. Let's start a new one.
Somebody from the UK is in.
UK, welcome to the show. All right. Hey, you guys, if any of you have any questions, my mods answer a lot of them. Important questions or questions that are not necessarily normal, I like to answer those. So if you have any of them, please feel free to ask. And the nice thing about it is that more than likely, my mods will answer it, but sometimes they, send stuff to me because they may not know the answer to it, or it would be just better if I answered it. So, if you have any questions that are valid, that's a good way to put it, I guess, please ask me. Okay. No, that's too heavy. That's too heavy? Yep, that's too heavy. All right, here we go. Oh, here's a better piece. Ha ha. All righty. 1, 2, 3.
You got some real assholes in here today, Mike. Just letting you know that.
Well, assholes, are like people. Everybody has one.
Jeremy, he does, and they're for your mother's side business of hooking on the corner. Fat boy.
Well, if you all, hey, Paper Army, if the trolls come in and say nasty stuff, you want to answer them, go ahead. Hit them on the head with your Paper Army cane or swizzle stick or whatever you want to do with them. It's unfortunate that trolls come in the show. It really is. But it's not like we can stop them. They're stuck on stupid and can't help it. Cheers, everybody. I am the old Pepsi generation. All righty. This is Thursday, everyone. There's only one more day of the show, and that's tomorrow, as you all know. And so if y'all are doing anything this weekend, I'm going to be moving. I've got all kinds of stuff I've got to pack up and get ready for this change that's coming in my life. I absolutely believe that it's for the best. I don't know yet because it's still in the process of the move. Okay, little glue there, wipe that off, touch that, put this little dot on here, look at there and see what kind of definition, what kind of distance I have between dots. Okay, that's what I'm making right there, detail work. And it all depends on what your eye for detail is. Part of the way I keep things symmetrical is I make sure that I try to reproduce any parts on the port side or the starboard side and try to reproduce them the exact same as what I have on the port or the starboard side. And now that I'm looking at the starboard side, it should be fairly easy for me to get there. What, Eddie?
Maurice sent a donation.
Oh, thank you, Maurice. Okay, let's see what am I doing here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's go over there. Let's go over here. Let's go over there. All right. Come on. I don't need that stupidity or that stupidity. I need that. Ha, there we go. Thank you, Maurice. I got it. Thank you very much.
Super cool craft.
Yes, it is a cool craft. And here's the coolest thing about it. All your building materials are free. See this? It's not cardboard. It's brown like cardboard, but cardboard won't do this. Cardboard breaks, it folds, it does all kinds of stuff. Pepsi box, cereal boxes, cracker boxes. Doesn't matter. If it's a box in your kitchen, you can build with it. And I have never bought paper.
Boom asked if those are dental tools.
Yes, these are dental tools. I didn't even know how good they were, but 6 years ago, a friend of my sister's, Jackie, she asked me, "Can you use dental tools?" And I said, "I don't know. I've never thought about it." She said, "Okay, my dentist throws them out all the time, and I'll bring you some." And she brought me these dental tools. These are the two I use the most. These ones right here. This one has like a little flat spot in a heavy round stainless steel. And, oh man, these things work so good. It's unbelievable how well they work.
Alex and Mike.
Hi, Alec. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. And now all I'm doing is I'm reproducing the starboard side part to go on the port side.
Hey Mike, why don't you do me a favor and pull out the Star Destroyer and show everybody what you really make?
Okay, hold on just a sec. I got to glue this little teeny tiny piece on so I don't lose it. Not that I couldn't replace it real easy, but when I make a part, I don't like to accidentally lose it because it just ends up costing you more time to make more parts. So I'll be right there and I will show you the Star Destroyer. Now, a little history on the Star Destroyer. It was made in 2017. I did not do lights back then. I didn't know how, didn't have the equipment to do it, did not have the lights. So it is not lit up like everything I'm doing now. Anyway, the Star Destroyer has 11,390 pieces of paper in it. And how would I know that? Yeah, that's probably a good question. How would I know that? Well, how I know it is whenever I'm building anything, I have a parts list and I have the hours that it's taken me each day to do this. And That's how I know that there was 11,390 pieces of paper on this. Now, took 530 plus hours to build it. And it has an Easter egg hiding on it. It's hollow. Yeah. I have a superstructure inside, just like a bridge. You know how the bridge has cross members all through it? I got the same thing in the Star Destroyer. Uh-oh, I moved it. I've been moving, and I had to move the Star Destroyer because it was in the way of getting kicked and stuff, and I did not want to kick this. It would take it, but little pieces could get dented and broke and bent and things like that. See, these things here, those were all modular units that I would build on my table, just like I'm doing right now with this little piece that I'm working on. And then you glue it in place. None of them are the same. And if people have taken a lot of screenshots of this, they have never found things that are the same. Now, on the side where the hole is, that's the same, but the parts are not. So, this is what you can do with recycled paper. And look at this. For all you Lego fans, grab your Star Destroyer by the front like this and go. And tell me what happens. I know it's going to happen. It's going to explode all over your house. This one will not. It's glued together with Elmer's glue. And what it cost me to make this Star Destroyer, some of you know, I bought 2 bottles of glue. Back then, in 2017, they were $1 a bottle. This whole Star Destroyer was recycled paper and 2 bottles of Elmer's glue. So, it cost me $2 to make this Star Destroyer. I saved, what, $498 on a Lego one? Those engines were very difficult to make. I kid you not. Anyway, this is my largest piece. After I'm done with the Hammerhead Corvette, which is this one right here, well, since I got this, I better show it to you. All right, you guys, this is... the Star Destroyer is for sale, but it's very, very expensive. Now, the ear guns are fiber optics, so they're turrets. So the turrets work, and the fiber optics just keep shining.
What's your favorite piece you've made?
What's my favorite piece I've made? The Black Pearl.
Gojo donated $5, Mike.
Oh, who was it? OG? Ah, thank you very much. I appreciate the support, you guys. It's going to help me with my move. And I've got a terrible move to make. It's just going to be really hard. So anyway, recycled. The switch, on and off switch, recycled. The grill work for the lights, that's recycled out of the same thing that I had the switch out of. That. Well, that's cool. I'm glad the algorithm's working. Because, man, oh, man. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? I want to lay that way. Yep, I do it. All right, that goes. Now, back to detail work. The Star Destroyer has literally 100,000 pieces. Or 11,000 pieces of detail. And,
see the Black Pearl, Mike, but let him show him the picture.
Well, the Black Pearl is on the mantle, and Honey Bunny's got it. And that's what it looks like when I finished it. And a lot of folks watched me build the Black Pearl. Took 6 months to make it.
Somebody said, do you sell instructions on how to build this. Let them know about your tutorials.
I have tutorials on how to do this, but you have to have a bronze membership minimum. Bronze, silver, or gold membership will get you tutorials, and then you can come to the show and talk to me personally right here about what I'm doing, and I will help you with anything you're stuck on. And I know that it's working because there's a young man now that has 80,000 followers on YouTube. He builds paper airplanes the way I taught him how to build them, and he gives them to pilots at the airport, which I think is just fantastic. Okay, so now we're back to doing detail work. Uh-oh, don't fall out of there, phone. Come on now. Uh-oh, what'd I do? No.
What's your worst build?
My worst build? The worst build is a micro machine. I've never liked it. I still don't like it. And I've got it right here. Twin pod cloud car from Bespin. Yeah, I didn't like this build. Did not turn out the way I wanted it to. It turned out terrible. I don't like it. But it was a build that I had that we played in the game with. And believe me, I was a GM in a Star Wars game for 10 years. And people would want to play all the time, couldn't, because nobody in the game would leave the game. And
What's the first thing you do when you're planning a build?
I never plan a build. That's the first thing I do. I just want to build something, and I just start building it. I get a picture. Okay, I guess I do plan something. I pull up pictures off the internet, put it on my laptop, so that I can see what it is I want to build. So yes, that is the first thing I do. And then it's just start building. The thing about building is, oh, Pepsi burp, just a second, I gotta chase that. Now, this is the part that I'm working on.
That's what your father does. That's what he does in his spare time. Fuck face.
Oh, somebody must have said something bad.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Hey, trolls, you suck mud. Now, you see this part right back here where these three pieces come together. Now, I have a really easy way to make that disappear. I take this here hole punch, and I check out what size that is. Wait a second. Oh, I think it's this one.
Cats is in.
Cats is in. Hi, Cats. How you doing? Well, there's one way to find out for sure is make two of them. Try this one first. If it's not right, then I'll go to the next size down.
Hey, Mike, you want to tell these morons to start reading the chat? They
Hey.
can't be that stupid.
Oh, yeah, they can. Please read the chat, you guys. Don't be lazy. Read the chat, because a lot of times you're told what's going on. And it's part of the show, everybody. If I just read the chat and explain everything that comes across, I'll never get anything built. And people come to the show, they want to see things being built. And so please read what my mods tell you. They know what they're talking about. It's not like some other shows where the mods just don't know anything. My mods know. They've been with me for years. And so please check out what my mods are telling you.
This is why your mods are awesome.
Yes, it is why my mods are awesome. That and my mods are awesome. Now, this is what I've been doing while I've been talking, is building this detail. Now, if you see this, let's turn it around the right direction.
Do you have a rough ETA on completion in your head?
I do. My rough ETA on completion is March. I hope that I can hit that deadline. I really do, because in April, I want to start the Titanic, because that's the fan build that everybody voted for. And now that I've made this part, now I have to get it in here. And it will, I already had it measured and made the right size to fit in here. So now what we do is we add some of this here bonding agent. Elmer's glue, you guys. If you're in Europe, it's PVA. If you're a woodworker, wood glue works as well. Because what is paper? Paper is just a different form of wood. And now, there is a new part in place.
Pre or post-accident Titanic? That's a popular question, Mike.
What?
Pre or post-accident Titanic?
Oh, it's going to be a new Titanic. Not a bent one.
Are you planning to add any interior to the Titanic? Maybe some rooms?
Oh, heck no. Shoot, the Titanic's only this wide and 30 inches long. You can't put rooms in it.
Have you built or thought about building the Planet Express ship?
No, I have not thought about building Planet Express. That's kind of a cool ship. You need to build that one. Yeah, you really do. You need to build the Planet Express. Please learn, get a bronze membership and start learning how to make the micro machines. Then make a tiny Planet Express. Then double its size and make it 2 times as big. Then, if you like what you did, build one 2 times as big as the second one. Eventually, you'll have a full-size Planet Express. But to be honest, or to be fair, I would do Thunderbirds before I did Planet Express.
Mike, Rocket said he honestly doesn't know and have never asked. Have you ever made a train?
No, Rocket, I've never made a train. I've wanted to make a train, but I have not had the time to do it. And so I need you guys' help to do that. I haven't got the time to build a train now. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. I bumped this somehow or another and knocked it out of place. Okay, well, that was easy to fix. Just pulled it off. Okay, now I take this little piece right here. Nope, this one over here. Nope, it's too heavy. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Do I need this one? Wait a minute. Have I got a different one? Oh, there's a better one. All right, so now I make this one the same length as the other side. It's going to be on the other side. All righty.
You're making me tired. Oh.
What?
Any plans to do the Death Star, Mike? Why don't you show them?
Any plans to do the Death Star? Well, I had to make a Death Star to be able to figure out how to make TIE fighter cockpits. This is over 6,000 pieces of paper to make this round. And believe me, it'll roll like a bowling ball forever. It's very cool. Yep. Pepsi burp. Wait a second. Gotta chase that. So, if you get a bronze membership, you can go look at the tutorials and learn this. If you're a good builder and you've been building stuff from houses to anything, you probably don't need to have tutorials. You can just start building. And the cool thing about this is all your building materials come out of your house for free. You need Elmer's glue and some household tools. Scissors, tweezers, mechanical pencil. Rulers are important. This is my favorite. I build with this every day, everything. The only time I need my other ruler is if I have to build something longer than 6 inches. Then I have to use my Wally World ruler. All right, now that is there. Okay, wait a second here. I know what I need. No, that's too much. That's too much. Yeah, I need a lightweight. Something that isn't going to crush the paper.
What kind of paper do you use?
I use chipboard out of my kitchen. That's the kind of paper I use. Just a second and I'll show it to you as soon as I get this squeezed into place. Is that going to crush that? It will if I leave it for any length of time. So I don't want to do that. Chipboard. I use all recycled paper. Comes right out of my kitchen for free. Pepsi boxes, cereal boxes, cracker boxes, mac and cheese. You know, if you make cakes, cake boxes work. Any.
Did you show the Death Star?
I did.
Okay, because he says he didn't see it.
What?
He keeps asking about the Death Star.
I just got done showing you the Death Star. Are you watching right now? I'll show it to you again. There you go. Over 6,000 pieces of paper. Back when I built this, I thought you had to use 1/8 wide strips of paper. White and then brown. Covered it. After it's got all its cross member pieces. Can I show you that? Yeah. This is kind of what it looked like before I painted it. You can see the square here? All right. That is the cross pieces here versus the full length pieces that go all the way around. So in other words, whatever size ball you want to make, you have to make round ones the size you want it. Then you add stuff to it to make it like this. Man, that's just dangerous. I don't like doing that. It's too hard. It's clamping down too tight. Okay. Oh. What?
1 hour.
1 hour. Pepsi burp. Just a second. Gotta chase that one. Okay. Now, I gotta see if that's gonna fit. It is gonna fit. Okay. Well, oh man. I think I used 5 dots on that. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. I know what I can do. I need to go ahead.
Said you're going to need another can before the end of the show, Mike.
Nope. I am not going to need another can. I do one a day. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do 1 can of soda. That's it.
Mike, Habitual said that that's awesome. I think I will try to do this with my son. He would love it. Let him know about the membership and the tutorials.
Yes, I've got memberships. If you get a bronze membership, it's $3 a month. I've got tutorials in there. You'll be able to start figuring out some of the micro machines to make. because I highly recommend that you do the micro machines. They are a good way to start learning how to do it. They're fun. They're little. Once you learn it, you can build any kind of small toys that you want to make. And yes, there are a lot of folks with their families and their kids that are building this stuff. All right, now I've got to leave that alone for a while. That has got to glue solid. And that means I need to not mess with that. Wait. I think I need more glue. Do what?
Look how bad the camera works.
What's what?
Oh, sorry, Mike. I was off somewhere.
Oh. I need to add a little bit of glue right in there because it dried up enough to where it's not wanting to stick. That's got to go down. Hey, everybody. If you would like to buy some of my stuff, we have a web page that's working called paperarmy.net. If you go there and check it out, there's very cool things there that we can that you can do or purchase. And there will be more as I get this move more complete, or we're going to add stuff to it.
Let them know that Derek has builds on there too, Mike.
Derek has builds on there as well. All right, these are what Derek does. He makes wooden sabers. So.
Let OG Drodo know that it calculates the shipping for the UK.
Yes, it does. It calculates the shipping for the UK. Okay, now I'll show you another piece that I'm working on. This is kind of cool. This is a lid for a spot. Now I had that twisted stainless steel wire, and so I just put it through, drilled holes, put it through there, and then I wrapped it on here because when you paint this, that twisted wire is going to show. It'll disappear under the paint, but you will still see the twists. And these are just little things that I have learned how to do over years and years. Thank you. Oh, come on, you stupid. Little bit of twisted wire left over. Aw, thank you very much for the bronze medals. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support, you guys. It's one of those kind of things where this move is going to be very, very difficult to do because I have to try and figure out how to make the move happen and make it happen on a weekend so that when I do my Friday show, I move over the weekend, and then I have a Monday show in my new location. All right. Wow. That just crushes that stuff. Doggone it. Got to be careful. You got to be careful. These clamps are too strong. They want to crush everything. All right.
That saved straws for RC lighting and I run wires through it.
Say that again, Eddie.
Somebody saved straws for RC lighting and they run wires through it.
Oh yeah. Yes. You can see over here, I have straws in this. All right. Yeah. I'll show you another one. Hold on a second. That I actually used real straw. Well, check this out. These are straws that I run the fiber optics into. They're the little straws you get when you have a coffee. Okay, there it is. Alrighty. No, don't knock everything over. I don't need to do that. Okay, and straws. These here. Oh, wait, where? What? Oh, you can't really see it because they're all covered up. But every one of these fiber optic lights in here, there's the straws. And I put the fiber optics right in the straw. And so, yes, I totally understand. And then I put hot glue over top of the straws. Now this is all fiber optics and LEDs, except this. That's an old bicycle light, came off my mountain bike. This is the Star Destroyer that the Hammerhead Corvette I'm working on right now crashes into. And there's 3 modes on the light. And the cool thing about this is the Hammerhead Corvette stand will slide right onto here, and when it does that, what happens with the Hammerhead Corvette is it runs right into the Star Destroyer like this.
Fantastic job, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. I love building stuff. And this is the most interesting building of things that I have ever done. I build houses and cars and race bikes, things like that, most of my life. And now I'm building paper art. I never would have figured that one out, ever. And believe me, it was strictly by accident.
I have stumbled on a diamond. This is dope.
Oh, that's very cool. I'm glad you found the show. Hey, everybody. We're trying to get to 100K followers. We're very close. Anyone that can follow me, that would be just absolutely spectacular. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 of them. All right, now. Okay, that keeps coming loose. Doggone it. I wished I could hold this with something weak. Wait a minute. Maybe, I might have something over here that'll work. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I also build boxes to keep my stuff in. Would that... Where's that specialty one at? Aw.
Clothespin, Mike.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Clothespins. I got a special clothespin. Ah, there it is. I cut this out. Got it, coach. Yeah, I have 3 different sizes of clothespins, and I didn't want the clothespin to crush anything, and so I built that little one. I also have a bigger one right here, but I don't think that'll... No, that won't work. It's got too much cut out of it. So probably what I need to do is cut another one of these down. Not quite so much. Alrighty.
What color are you going to paint this thing?
I think it's going to be copper and black but I started painting the engines gold and black, or gold and green. So, since it's a Hammerhead Corvette, it's made up of broken parts because it crashes into other ships. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Not exactly. All right. That goes back there. This goes back in there. Okay, dokie. Nah, good. All righty.
Cover it with tissue.
What?
Do you cover it with tissue?
No, why would I cover it with tissue?
Somebody's just asking, Mike.
You can't cover it with tissue. You can't see all of your detail or nothing if you do that. You just can't do it. If you got little teeny pieces and you cover it with tissue, everything you've done is gone. Now I do use this. I saturate it with glue and then poke it in places where it needs to be filled. Okay. Huh. Well, darn. Okay, guess I'm gonna have to just do it like that. Uh-oh.
Damien said smoke a giant blunt with me sometime, brother.
I would love to do that. I really would. But I can't do it on the show because there's places where it's illegal. And believe me, I have been doing that since the 70s. So I'm not foreign to Mother Earth Green. I don't do as much as I used to. That's for sure. It affects me different today than it did when I was 20. Okay, so.
Are you making a complete set, Mike?
Complete what?
A complete set of those builds.
Oh, no. No, I am not making a complete set. When this is done, I have to start the Titanic. Now, the Titanic is going to be out of 400 builds that I've done in the last 17 years. The Titanic will be the first one that is actually a scale build. It is 1 to 130th scale. It'll be 30 inches long. It'll be my second biggest build.
Mike, Fred's in here and he says, hi again from Eindhoven, the Netherlands. A few weeks ago, you inspired me to build my own paper artwork, and I'm happy to say I just finished my first art piece, a Doberman dog, 30 centimeters high, 66 centimeters long.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, man, that is so cool. I wish you had the extra finances to get a bronze membership. If you had a bronze membership, you could go post pictures of your build on our Discord channel. I would love to see that. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I can't do anything with that. I have to leave it alone. All right, so now we're going to go this direction. Put that over there. And we're going to look at this. This is what I'm working on up here. Okay, this piece, there's a round thing on top of this engine. And this has to go in here, like this. And I put the wires on it this morning. You can see the twisted wire. All right, that's just detail. Doesn't do anything. It's just adding detail.
Yeah, we don't have to go tomorrow.
Okay, another piece, partially done. All right, so now what I'm thinking is, what do I want to do? Because I don't like leaving flat pieces that don't necessarily have anything to do with anything. So, what do I want to do up here to make it look cool? Oh, I know what. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to go over here. We're going to grab this. And I'm going to get out a paper clip. Paper clips make amazing detail, you guys. Because they look like tubing. Okay? And any spacecraft, they have tubing all over the outside of them. So, well, there they are, over here. And I got these little teeny needle nose. Hi, Minnie. Welcome to the show. All right, so now I grab hold of this. And basically what I've learned how to do, I've learned how to straighten paper clips out. And, okay. Oops. Oh. Anyway, and this is what I do. I just take this little paper clip and I straighten it out, and then I can use it for building accent work. And when you're straightening these, just go ahead and straighten the whole thing. That way you can use it in multiple areas, because you'll cut these down to fit.
Have you thought about using old electronic components, Mike?
Yes. Matter of fact, the lights in here are new and old. I've scavenged 3 lights out of a toy. The green, the red, and the blue lights are out of a toy. The switch is out of an old heater I had. And so, yes, I do scavenge stuff.
Fred said thinking about doing a YouTube channel in Dutch on cardboard art. I hope I have your blessings. Thanks again for the inspiration.
Absolutely, you have my blessing. Definitely. Yeah, do that. I think paper art is kind of a lost form that's now being rediscovered.
Tell him we'll promote him.
Yeah, we can promote your channel if you decide to go live, or I mean at least post videos. Well, we can have the Paper Army check out what you do.
Go donate another $5, Mike.
Ah. Who is that? That's Go? Ogo. OG. Thank you, OG. Thank you, everybody, for your support. It is well needed. I appreciate it very much. Now, you guys know that I have got 2 rotary tools. I've got a Bauer and a Dremel. Now, whenever I'm doing a lot of work, the Bauer actually has a longer charge life than the Dremel. It's also more heavy duty. All right, I'm just slowly spinning this on this diamond wheel. Now what that does is it sharpens the end of this. Then I spin it on this one and take off any burrs that might be there. Okay, so now, that was a Pepsi burp. Hold on. I gotta chase that. I want to add some detail work up here. Okay, so first thing I do is I've got to take and bend this end. Now, I bend it a little farther than 90 degrees because when I put it into this little hole I'm going to put up here, it'll hook in. That will give it some extra strength to stay put over years of playing with it. Okay, now, what do I want to do? I want to bend it. There's another way I want to bend this. All right, we want to bend it this way. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I am bending a 90 degree on this. So I keep it like that, and then we just fold it over here like this, 90 degrees. Okay, so now, see, and I'm testing all this, I'm checking it out. That piece goes on there. That 90 degree had to be straightened just a tiny bit. And now I want to bend another 90 degrees on it, right there. Okay, and we put another 90 degree bend on that. Now you can see it's kind of wonky. All right, so we take that wonky and we straighten it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is actually going to be drilled here, and it's going to go inside this, and then it's going to go in here. Micro drills, very important to have. I use these a lot. Mainly, the biggest one in the box is this one, which is not very big when it comes down to big, as far as drills go. Okay, now I like using the Dremel for drilling stuff like this because it's lighter weight, easier to manipulate. Okay, so now the situation is I have to drill this right down in here. Okay. And this is where all this comes in quite handy with what I'm doing. That's going to go in there. All right, so now I want to cut this piece off. All that I straightened is right there. I put it in a little place to keep it. And now what I'm going to do is now I want to put this into that little hole that I made. Come on, I know you can go in there. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Okay, so now this is what I got. All right, so now that I've got it where I want that, I'm going to go ahead and, because this is sharp, I'm going to push it down just a little tiny bit like that, take it out. Now I know exactly where the hole is, where I have to make the hole for the back piece. Oh, and I can't see it now. Doggone it. Okay, that goes in there. And I'm going to make sure that's lined up right. It is. Need to push it down harder. Okay, now I've got an indent. Now we go up here and we go straight down into it like this. I'm done drilling for this minute. I take my drill bit out because I am very good at protecting my tools. And believe me, these little drill bits break in an instant. Okay, so now we go here, and now I go there. There is tubing. Okay, how do you keep that tubing from going anywhere? Well, if you notice anything in life that is built, any tubing, it has tubing they're like, anyway, if you put a piece of tubing on, you have another piece that goes right on over top of it and either nails into the wall or it welds onto the frame, but that's what holds it in. So now what I do is I've got all kinds of paper. What I'm looking for right now is paper bag material. Well, shoot, I got lots of it. Wipe my fingers off on this. Okay, so now I need to cut a very tiny strip off of here. And that's what I'm doing. Just cut a little teeny tiny strip off of this, just like that. Okay, now this, I hold that down like that. Okay, that's going to want to come up. All right, there's a reason that this is doing what it's doing. Okay, you can see here it's springy. It's springy because of the way this is bent. All right, so what I have to do is I have to grab a hold of this and I have to twist it just what we called when I was a kid, it was a skosh. All right, that's a very tiny amount of twist. Now that sits on there just perfect. Okay, so I want that to stay there. We take a little teeny tiny piece of this stuff and I trim it off just like that. Maybe make two. Where's my tweezers? You gotta have tweezers to do this stuff, guys. You cannot do it without tweezers. See there? Okay, now what you do is you put some Elmer's glue on it. What, Eddie?
YouTube is really jacked up today.
Uh-oh. And now I'm going to put that on there just like that. And then I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to push it down into place. What this does is this causes the paper to contour to your piece of whatever piece you're building. All right, I'll show you right here. You just squeeze it down next to it and you push it over. Push it right over top. And that's what it does. Puts that paper on there just like that. And then I'm going to take this other one right here, put some Elmer's glue on it. PVA if you're in Europe, you guys. And I put it right here. Come on now. Quit. Sometimes working with this little teeny tiny pieces is very difficult. And now, come on now, stay put. Sometimes you have to count to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now, you have the hold down clamps for that cable or that tubing. Okie dokie. Anyway, that's how you make detail work that looks so cool when it's painted. All that you're not going to be able to tell that was a paper clip. And so these are the little tricks that I've learned over 17 years of building with paper on how to make your parts look stunning. Battery box. You can't even tell that it's a battery box, which is cool. Okay, so where did I put that? There it is. I think what I am going to do is put another line out of there, just like that. What?
How long have you been building on this?
I started this build. This is the time frame I've got, what I've done so far. Those are the parts. Those are the hours down here. I started it on 9/12 of 25. Take care of your tools. It's very expensive to buy things today. If you do not take care of your tools and they break, you got to spend money on them again. I do not. I bought this 6 years ago. It's still working, although the battery is giving me fits. But this Dremel is still doing what it was bought to do, build things.
YouTube is so assed up today, Mike. It's not even funny.
Yeah, what's it doing?
When I get rid of somebody, it shows them that I'm doing it, not Miranda. I'll tell you afterwards.
All right.
It's totally backwards, though.
Okay, so now we're going to test it out. Okay, that goes right in there just like that. And I want this to be symmetrically correct. So that needs to be turned down just a tiny bit. And now I need my micro ruler. I use this thing all the time. That is 2, 4, 6, 7, 30 seconds. All right, so.
What does it do? It's a freaking model. What do you think it does? Flies out into outer space and brings aliens back? Come on. Jesus Christ, man.
Well, it lights up, Eddie. I should show him the lights. Hold on a second, I'll show you the lights. Have you, who was that?
Soda Pop, Saja Boys.
Hey, Soda Pop, have you ever built anything in your entire life? Please.
Pile in his diapers.
Well, yeah, building a pile in his diapers is normal. But come on, Soda Pop, have you ever built anything in your lifetime? And don't tell me you built Legos, because I built Legos back in 1960. Oh, no, I slipped. Oh, that's not where I wanted that. Okay.
I got the full-size Lambo, the green one.
Yeah.
And a Raptor. Sorry, Mike.
Oh, Lego ones, Eddie? Yeah, Eddie's got Legos. Like I tell him, Lego my Lego. Okay, so now that I know that's where it's at, I've got to grab a hold of it right there, because that's where I have got to bend this.
Doug Troutfisher says he built a fishing rod, Mike.
Ah, a fishing rod. I tell you what, that's hard to do. Tying the eyes on? Oh yeah, that takes time. I know, because I've fixed fishing poles when I was younger. I used to retie the eyes on them for people. Shoot, I've had bamboo rods. I even had a collapsible rod fishing pole that was made out of hexagonal metal, all slipped inside of itself.
Edward says he played with Lincoln Logs in 1960.
I played with Lincoln Logs in 1962. I had Lincoln Logs before I got Legos. Cheers to Lincoln Logs.
Can you use that on my head? Can you use that on my head?
Just a second, I'll show you the lights on this thing. I got to get this part built and put in here. Okay, that means that has to be bent down just a little bit more. Okay. Ha ha ha. All right, just a sec. Now I got to cut this little piece.
Hey, Mike,
Yes.
I just want you to know we all love you and we're all supporting you.
Thank you, Eddie, very much. I love you guys too. And I support you whenever I can.
I would really love to just give you a big old hug with my chest hair rubbing up against your chest hair.
Well, thanks a lot, Eddie.
No, that's real brotherly love right there, Mike.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. Is Miranda laughing her ass off over there?
Hey, Mike, is Eddie AI? Yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah. Is Eddie AI? I don't think AI talks the way Eddie does. So, yeah, you can kind of think of that a couple of different directions.
Edward says we have to have each other's backs.
Absolutely, Edward. I totally agree.
Really?
And Paper Army, thank you for going after the trolls. All right, just about got this thing done. There we go.
Eddie sounds like TARS. What the hell is TARS?
TARS? TARS is the robot off of Interstellar.
Oh. Is this Santa's workshop? No, Gabriel, if it was, your mother would be there taking care of the elves. Dumb assholes, man.
You wouldn't know Santa's workshop if it fell on your face. Anyway, okay, here we go, you guys. Now I can show you the lights. What was that? Oh, that was close.
Somebody said, oh my God, not his mom, and there's a bunch of laughter, Mike.
Yeah, yeah, his mom. His mom found the elf sleeping quarters. Fiber optic lights. I used recycled toy parts on this. It's just very cool build. This build is so cool. Landing gear, clearance lights. Oh, look at them over there. That is the port side lights. Haha. This grill work came out of the same old heater that this switch came out of.
20 minutes, Mike.
20 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go. And I'll be back tomorrow. TGIF tomorrow.
And super sofas look like that, minus all the cool lights.
That is the detail work back on this engine. Now the cool part about this is, once you paint this, you'll only see the little piece of paper that hold this down, and you'll see this as, matter of fact, you want to see some of this that's been painted, I will show it to you. I have a piece that I built a long time ago, and I used paper clips on all of the conduit on it. Okay. All of this conduit work. This is all paper clips that are straightened out and put on this Falcon. I should see YT 1300 because this is not the Falcon, but it is a YT. Now, the phone is mirrored, so don't think that I built the cockpit on the wrong side. I did not. This took 365 hours to build. In other words, 1 hour a night for a year to build this most stunning Millennium Falcon. And hey, it's hollow. I built 2 clamshells that glued together. And I learned some things with this. I learned that you have to build your clamshells on a table like this, flat. Otherwise, they won't go together right. I know, because I built them, tried to put them together, and it wouldn't go together. I had to take them apart and rebuild them.
20 minutes, Mike.
20 minutes of the show left, you guys, and I gotta go. Thank you all for joining the phone show. And hey, everybody, I want to thank you for all your support. It's going to make my move amazingly easy. Well, no, it's not. How am I kidding? It is not going to be an easy move, but it's going to make it easier with your help. So thank you. Anyone that can go to my GoFundMe page and put on $1, thank you for that as well. Thank you for following me, you guys. We're almost at 100K followers. And I guess from what Eddie's told me, to reach 100K followers, there's only 1% of the 4 billion people on YouTube that are 100K or better. So if your channel is at 100K or better, you've done amazing. You're in the 1% club. We're close. We're like 3,000 people off. So thank you all for following me. Hey, this stuff is really strong. All right? Don't think that paper is weak. The only paper that I've seen that's weak is when you buy one of those paper model kits online. Those things melt. They just, as soon as they get in the air, they start to disintegrate. These are painted with acrylic paint. They do not disintegrate. And it doesn't matter where you hang on to it. They're just as tough everywhere. What'd I do? Oh, yeah, that's right. This comes off because that's the way it did in the movie. And it just goes back on. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Here we go. Where'd I put that? What? Where'd it go? Uh-oh. I set it down, and it's amazing how stuff disappears. Okay, I got it. That's an interesting idea. I just got an idea. I'm not too keen about this up here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some dots on it. I have a cat. What was he asking?
He's asking what the fuck is the dog called? I guess he doesn't know the difference between a cat and a dog.
Okay. Yeah, oh well. You know, maybe people have been told since they were little kids that their cat is a dog. Okay, those are on. Now, I should put something up here, but I don't exactly know what to do up there. So, let's do something different. Okay. Got a lot of little parts here that I can build more little parts with. My
wife stomps us in and wants to know what you're working on, Mike.
I am working on a Hammerhead Corvette from the movie Star Wars Rogue One.
Partook is in.
Hi, Partook. Nice to see ya. Okay, let's put that right there. Let's put it right there. Okay, I think, no, that's not it. Oh yeah, there we go.
How many of these projects have you done for movies, Mike?
I have done none of these for movies. I have done them from movies. I would have loved to have built this stuff for movies. I would have had a blast with it because I'm having a blast now. But back when the movies, before CGI, I didn't know anybody to talk to about how to do this for a movie. So, well, if I carved anything, I would use carving tools. This is all scratch built, one piece of paper at a time.
Mike, show the Star Destroyer, please.
Okay, just a second. I got to glue this part on so I don't lose it. And I'll show the Star Destroyer.
Yeah, Adam wants to know what else you built. I want to let him see what you got. Maybe he'll sub.
Okay, yeah, Adam, that'd be very cool if you'd sub to what I'm doing here. I'll show you the Star Destroyer in just a second. I've got to get this part located in the right spot and glued in place. I'll be able to show you some stuff. Wait a minute, I can show you this. Oops, I guess I can't show it to you. The Death Star, very cool piece. R2, R2D2, and C3PO, I got them made out of recycled paper. Let's see, Dalek from Doctor Who. Yeah, yep. I got the F-14 Tomcat.
Got 10 minutes, Mike. You want to read?
Yes, I do. So, if you want to make something and they don't make a model kit of it, learn how to do this and you can build it out of paper. It is awesome. Absolutely. As soon as this stays put, I'll show you this one. For many years, I had no way to get lights or knew how to do lights or anything. Now, I have figured it out. I've had help from the Paper Army teaching me how to do stuff. These air guns are turrets, and they're fiber optics. So they're all being lit from back here. Same way with the clearance lights, the bridge lights, the landing gear, the engines. All right, this is the amazing stuff you can do with paper. You have to learn it though. I started 17 years ago with this Millennium Falcon made out of mac and cheese box, Elmer's glue, and acrylic paint. Very cool build this, indeed. And I never quit building. That was 17 years ago. And I built all kinds of stuff. Geez, I did a lot of Star Wars at first because I was a GM in a Star Wars game. And I built all these things to play in the game. And because I was so good at Star Wars, I knew what I was building and what was going to be the next scenario that I needed the guys to get into. Now, this is not Star Wars. This is my only car. It's a Hot Wheels size paper DeLorean. Pretty cool if you take a screenshot of it. It's very accurate.
What Star Wars game?
The first one. First tabletop Star Wars they ever did. Princess Leia's Tantive. The Blockade Runner. This is a Corvette, Carillion Corvette. Old Republic. I even got Jabba's sail barge. Well, my move is hopefully, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be to a house. I'm probably going to have to build my office in the back of my fifth wheel. Did I just show a Corvette? I did. Want to see a big one? Oh, look at that. Oh, thank you very much for your support. That's going to help so much, you guys. Yeah. Your stands have to come off, you guys. You got to. And look, I teach you how to build structurally correct. If you build the way I teach you, you can make amazing things. All right? And the cool thing about it is, if you do happen to bang this into something and break it, it's paper. You just glue it back together. Yes, extremely sturdy. It's because I teach you how to build structurally proper. All right? See this here? Like this right here? All right? Everything is built with structure that way. Cross members, rafters, floor joists. You guys, did you know that originally Lucas wanted this to be the Millennium Falcon? And at the last minute, they changed it to the YT-1300. And if you build them correctly, they'll stand up on their engines. Doesn't matter as long as you got a 3-point stand. But I want to display my stuff. You can't display it unless you have a stand. Now, you have to build the stands in early or you can't do it. Thank you, Butter. Thank you very much.
Mike, somebody said you should make the F-71 Blackbird.
The SR-71 Blackbird? Well, yes, I should. Matter of fact, it's a very cool aircraft. The SR-71 Blackbird. This is the X-Men's hypersonic jet. There it is, right there. Extremely sturdy because I teach you how to build correctly. Uh-huh. What do you know? There you go. Well, I tell you what, Mike. If you follow me and set up notifications, I do this show Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon, Pacific Standard Time in America. And you're welcome to come back and shoot. We'd love to have you in the show.
You're over 300 likes, by the way. You got 5 minutes.
Thank you, guys. Got 5 minutes of show left, you guys, and then I gotta go. Hey, check this out. if you build it with paper structurally correct and then paint it with acrylic paint, it looks like it's a plastic model kit. It is not. Thank you, Jay. Thank you very much. And it don't matter what it is, everybody. Once you learn how to do this, you can make anything you want. And that's all there is to it. It's just like this Dalek from Doctor Who.
Mike, you want to hear something funny?
Yes, I do.
When you showed the SR-71 Blackbird and F-35 went over.
Oh, that's cool.
Have you ever made any pirate ships, Mike?
Yeah, I made the Black Pearl. Took 6 months.
And they're asking for the A-10.
The A-10? Oh, I happen to have a burp gun with wings. Oh, that's pretty big. That's a pretty big X-wing. Holy free holies. Wow. Yeah. My favorite World War II plane was the P-38 Lightning. My second plane was the B-17 bomber because it was made in Boeing, and I lived in Kent Valley, right next to Boeing. All right, you guys. Exterminate the doctor. I don't know who it was that was exterminating the Daleks, but the doctor saved them. There was only 3 of them left, I believe, when he did. Yeah, I can do boats and ships. Matter of fact, starting, let's see, February, March, starting in April, I'm hoping to do the Titanic. I have something to do with. Yeah, it looks like a Dalek, don't it? Yeah, it does. How do I do this? If you get a bronze membership, you can look at my tutorials, start small. 17 years ago, I started this. Oops. This was my first piece 17 years ago. Oh, wait a minute. I got to keep a hold of this. No, I don't. It's Elmer's glue, acrylic paint, and a mac and cheese box that built this. Well, the Titanic is coming.
Have you made the plane from Top Gun?
Well, sort of. And it has a real tail hook, you guys. I made that thing so sharp it'll cut you if I pull on it. It'll just rip a hole in my finger. But anyway, yes. Yeah, it actually functions correctly. All right, everybody. If you follow me and set up notifications, it'll let you know when I'm live, which will be tomorrow, 2 hours earlier. 2 hours earlier than right now. And I have got to go. It's the end of the show. And that means hasta mañana, hasta la vista, I'll be back. There you go. Anyway, everybody, there's a couple things I'd like you to know. It's really important. Number 1, never stop learning. I'm 72 years old and I'm still learning what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 17 years and I learn new stuff all the time. And number 2, it does not matter what you are. Doesn't matter where you are. It does not matter who you are. Doesn't matter what color you are. And it doesn't matter what religion you are either. We all live on the third rock from the sun. That makes us human beings. How about if we start being better human beings and stop hurting other human beings? I think it's very important. Take care, Paper Army. I'll be back tomorrow, 2 hours earlier. Have a good night.